the National Commission for Democracy. They promote coherence and development. They promote democracy. They do it by civic education. We go help you for no right as long possible. And waiting to be around you. Advocacy and research. They work with local and international organizations. The National Commission for Democracy. In mission, now to tell people them about peace. We want a man right, and now we will live in a society where we all equal. We say all man get power to enjoy his man rights, and then we'll go about the business with one word. We will push the country go before this commission.
And welcome to this edition of the Ncd Hour Good Governance Program, where they come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy. Today, October 3rd, 2020, they discuss a very important topic. So they focus on the economy. The topic, to be specific, now the primacy of the economy in the governance process of the states. So today we look how important the economy be in the governance process of the state. And for help me talk about this today, I get two prominent personalities. They were prominent in the sense, in the area of discussions. People really get vast knowledge in what they can talk about. The chairman for the National Commission for Democracy, Dr. Kagbo, David Smith at the studio. Dr. Kagbo, say hello to Fambul.
Fambul unakusha.
Okay, and also with me, I get the Director of Trade, the Minister of Trade and Industry, Mr. Emmanuel B. Konjo. Mr. Emmanuel, say hello to Fambul.
Fambul na aduo.
Okay, these are the two big personalities who I get with me in the studio, and then go help you today for talk about the importance or the primacy of the economy in the governance process of the state. I believe, say yourself, what did this and go agree with me, say the economy gets a pivotal role for play in the governance process of any state, because if the economy not there, then for make you even implement projects where go really reflect on the people, be it the lives of the people or in terms of infrastructural development or you name it, it will be really, really very difficult. So today, now that area we talk about, and we also let's pay attention to one, we get for look at the contribution of government. We also want for look at the contribution of yourself, when are the citizen of this country, how much yourself they contribute to make sure say the economy of the state is strong to an extent that the government will be able to deliver, and the deliverance will reflect on the ordinary person, where you will call a citizen of the state. Before we start the discussions proper, I will first of all like for you an update of what the commission done they do. The commission done embark on so many activities recently. You know, say we just celebrate the International Day of Democracy. We also celebrate the International Day of Peace, and in the process of celebrating those events, we don't hold several activities across the country. We hold meetings wherein we bring parliamentarians and the people them together, and some parts of the country we hold roundtable discussions. A lot of other things we do. We do all of this just because we want to raise awareness in the public, so that the public self will not say, then get something for do even in the midst of a pandemic like this, whether the corona, pandemic, at least you get something for do for make sure that you uphold the tenets of democracy. But let's just play a clip as part of my update of what's in the commission will go do Nakabala, where it bring together the member of parliament Nakabala, the political heads of the council, and the paramount chief, and also the people, and then discuss and try to understand what's the role of the one they grading our power and the people for make sure so they push them category before. So now just watch this clip and see what the commission will go to Nakabala.
But I want to tell you, thank you that you now take time for Kanaya, for let we all talk together about the way they concern me and you. Today are what we call a town hall meeting. Meeting we don't bring stakeholders that are with constituency, stakeholders that are with community, but that we talk together. I want to let you know, say, the institution where we they represent the National Commission for Democracy, somebody will tell me small water, but I will just tell you briefly, say, the institution where they for promote what we call constitutional democracy through civic education. Constitutional democracy are that kind of democracy where they make us say, me and you take part in everything we get for do inside governance. We need for know what they happen at the governance, we need for put your mouth inside it, and we need to take the responsibilities that very seriously.
During that time, they when they formed the NCD, so the NCD invoked, and if we let them bring people together, so that the country will be able to see road for democracy. That is in 1994. And inside the year, the work be plenty, because briefly no more, we not come up at one party rule. They will not come to military government. So the democracy not only be understand that. During the day, and plenty things the NCD been do, but among them two important conferences they will be hold. I've been to Mani 1 and been to Mani 2. With that they will make the country go to election. And after the election, then we get a democratically elected government in 1996. We been led by Dr. Ahmad Tijan Kaba.
When then they talk to me, we able to write notes, question them. Because now when they all three don't talk, then we come and open the forum for questions and answers. So now so the thing will take place. Now waiting we call the panel discussion like we will get. The first presenter this morning, now the Honorable Member of Parliament.
We as MPs, we function against something for you with good governance and democracy. Because if we fail to perform them function today, definitely the democracy we yearn for, we not will achieve that. The executive not will succeed, the judiciary not will succeed without parliament. So MPs they need for do their responsibility. Waiting at them rules here. One of the key rules, and depending role of all members of parliament, now for make law. Now we primary role that they for make law. But for just make law, no. Now for make law, where they reflect the life of the people there. For make law, where will benefit and improve the people their life. For make law, we will make sure say we can't go before. Not to for make bad laws. Because when you make bad law, if you not take them, you will make the law, you get for haunt yourself one day. So that's now the primary role.
The key role of council now for care development to every doorstep now Kwanedugu district. That's now we key role. We get regular monthly meetings of council. We call ordinary council sittings. Every month we get an and everybody is invited. So that then go here, what we talk today, tomorrow if we not do then go able for whole week accountable. We can do councillors sitting now then different ward there. For make sure say every month then go to the various wards for listen to them people then for know what are their constraints.
We not get too much say about democracy. As we are not listening to the audience there when they not now, we therefore enforce that to people there. Anything when the parliamentarian they can tell me, we can deliver to people. But the government don't say 80% of their representatives they go to the constituency. So that they make we have to lack passati till they will deliver to people. Like election, they do with paramount chief election or other election. But directive can come up from high up here now. say again the test for that post in the so now they corrupt people with election working make the provinces on our chief. Moreover, we paramount chief then they reinforce the bylaw. The reinforcement of the bylaw, you don't lack power because the human rights and the other institution in the they show right, say this person get right. So that you know we can will.
So that na updates of what's in the commission being go do na Kanodugu district, Mr. Kabala. The commission then they do several things in other places, but as we get to programs, we go for the play and highlights of that. Now we come to the discussions proper, but before that, make ask my panelists them for give me them pick of this week. I'll start with the chairman for the National Commission for Democracy, Dr. Abubakar Hassan Kabo, for giving me pick for this week. Chair, what's in a pick, sir?
Well, I think the pick for this week the reopening of schools and also the examination results. You know, reopening of schools, they take place where COVID is still around, and as we listen to other countries, no sooner than you don't open than other things can happen. The COVID can come back. But what you want to tell we brothers and sisters, we picking them, let them maintain the laws. Let them observe the COVID rules strictly, so that when students go there in college, school, they go make sure say they respect social distancing and the rules then we go up for there, you know, we curtail the spread of COVID, because COVID, some people don't go on think say it's potent, but it's actually potent and it can cause disaster with the realm all over the world. So we the appeal, let we sort of be cautious as we go to the class. Let make sure say we wash our hands them properly and make sure say we get social distancing, and where we they cough we know how to do them so that we not go contaminate other person. We also say I'm glad for the results despite COVID, with all the restriction, the lockdown, etc. We student them, we picking them, we're able to do them for let them come with better results. And we also commend the professors and the teachers them, you know, we able to produce, you know, the students for let them sort of become very excellent at this process.
Okay, thank you very much, Chair, for that. They just like what you say, schools, I mean, they open on Monday. That can will begin go school and COVID is still around. So I feel said, I mean, both parents, pupils, and even the school authorities, they will take this very seriously, make sure so they put measures in place for, I mean, address the issues so that at least we know we get a situation we are in, I mean, the picking will be infected. Okay, make a bring in Director from the Ministry of Trade, Mr. Konjo, for giving him pick for this week. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. When we pick for this week now, the commencement of the financial policy or budget hearing, as we can say, for 2021. Okay. This is very significant because as a backdrop of this year, we know so we don't suffer from COVID, when a global pandemic and it unbog the way we business they do. Okay. But as a country and as a government, we try for make the economy continue for one. And even now with the plan for next year, the good news is that it has always been a consultative process and a highly participatory one. We're open to civil society and the media and the general public. So the call now for let the public take interest in waiting MDs then they present, because now taxpayer money governments they give it for let we do government business, and important for let we all able to do anything and there. So this now good news for we that we they go through this budgetary process, the hearing, and we hope say that by God empowered come 2021, the economy will recover and we will bounce back.
Okay, thank you very much for that speak. I believe it's really very necessary for let the public who get interest or take interest in the budget hearing, because like what they see, MDs then get for present, I mean the budgets, and whatever they present suppose for they in line with voting the people want to voting the development for this country. So if the people really get interested in them, it will help, so because they're able for like coming the contributions and see how I mean, the things and we really, I mean, they on the pipeline for being implemented, I mean, for benefits this country. Thank you very much. So now we go to the discussion, Chair. We look at the primacy of the economy and the process of, and the governance process of the states. As we, in the introduction, I mean, let me try for like, I mean, hint about the importance of the economy in the governance process. But like, when we talk about the economy, Chair, what really we make, we talk about the economy, political economy.
Well, when we talk about the economy, we talk about a systemic thing where they use for satisfy the human being. That any side way mortal man day, you would think of the economy because human being gets their own social needs them. And through the economy, you they sort of create the use value for let you go better, you know, the lives of people. So when we talk, say, the economy important to governance, we they talk, say, as long as governance involve the people then the economy important, because without the economy, you not go able to satisfy the people. And don't forget, say, government always get an agreement with the people, work on social contract. And for let government deliver on the social contract, if we're able to create, you know, the necessary avenues them for let the human being satisfy socio-economic needs them, such as for let you will get good health, you will get sort of good education, you will get food on the table, you will get employment, you will get better infrastructure, all what you must need. You know, the psychological and sociological needs of the individual. Now the state, is they get them. In fact, now that the state being coming to being for, if Motaman in there separately, some man in a desert, some man in the bush, some man elsewhere, like you know, we'll talk about the state. But when you talk about the state, we get a collection of people then, where each person in your activity, they complement, you know, the other one. So you form the state. But you know, we just form the state between and among individuals. You need the structure where they lead, then are the government. And that government, the way they lead, not the way they lead, therefore, now you can provide 100% to. You can forget the cooperation of the people them for let go able to deliver. So you find out for say, governance is linked with the economy. Now for that talk say governance is hinged upon economic development. Now for that, government not for make play. It not for make the economy play, because the economy now they get a good name. Many times government they can get good intentions, but what you can undermine them na the economy. We say the people are always interested in you know, in the economy. They are interested in achieving or in enjoying. The man by nature he like for enjoy, hedonistic. And if not so it be, they go for create that avenue. You go for create that environment where man not go suffer too much. Where if he suffer, he will become aggrieved. And when he become aggrieved, then the state not go sweet. So man is always interested in results, you know, in appearances and results. So therefore, each time the government for make sure say it create an enabling environment for let the people then satisfy the basic social needs. But then they not just link no more to government to alone, it need the cooperation on the part of the people. Because when we talk about government, we talk about a few thousands of people. But a few thousands of people not just then a leader. They need the cooperation of the millions of people so that they will work hand in hand and that delivery day. Thus, the social contract where the government can inside for satisfy the people on the one hand, and the people for give up their security, their rights to government on the other, forming the social compact, it will become only necessary and possible where government will deliver. So many times, as I say, the economy they undermine. But we now, if we try to go back to history, we found out for say, during colonialism, the economy will become dependent. Even after colonialism we get independent, we found out for say, we economy is equally dependent. Why? Because Sierra Leone are part of a country where they among 190 something other people, we get stronger nations, we get stronger economies, where strong person, and then they determine, then they influence, then they impact the economy. You go say, but Salo, you get diamond, Salo, you get iron ore, you get bauxite, you get other natural resource system. But why you the so? They don't know for say the prices of them commodities is determined by the one they weigh not to the get them. Now the market. And the market now you want sell. So what they say today, now you for sell tomorrow. So this is the problem. So that problem now in the way we down. The good intentions of government could be subverted by the external environment where we for try as a people, even through regional economic groupings, for all come together in terms of Man River Union, in terms of ECOWAS, so that we go able to trade among ourselves, so that we go able to cushion and reduce that dependency there, so that it not go be turn to political issue, because we say economics is concentrated politics, and politics is concentrated economics. So if you're able to balance the two, you might have a problem in your hands. Therefore, the economy. Now, for that, we bring this program this term, the importance of economy to governance. Anything per governance, the oil, the lubricants, where you put like an engine, na the economy. The economy will be strong. If the economy be dependent, they're going to shake you there and there. And when shake you there and there, when people feel them, the people become aggrieved, then they might create, it will create tension. So we don't want that. Therefore, let me take the economy very, very important, and it should be on both sides, on the part of the government and the people. Therefore, after that we bother from trade, so that they can tell within governments don't begin to, okay, so that it will cushion such an effect. So I'll stop there for sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I see you try for like give a clear explanation of the importance of the economy and the role we both the governors and the governed, for play for make we get a stronger economy, so that I may be able for like roll out most of your activities. But make I bring in Mr. Conjo, the director of trade at the Ministry of Trade. Mr. Conjo, first of all, you find out sometimes somebody there and I will go they look the program way. But first of all, we talk about the economy. What do you mean? Let me bring and come down, for anybody. What's about economy? Most times we like just to say that like that money that's government level, that way you talk about that big money. Because when you talk about the economy as something where they reflect, it comes down to even the ordinary person. So what's really we mean when we talk about the economy of a state?
Thank you very much. I will pick up from what Chairman said. We talk about states now a confined space beside people and they exist. Okay. And that state is governed by laws, and you get an administrative setup. So within that space there, we're governed by law and an administrative setup, people in day. And then people in day, then get needs. And then needs then day, they can be social, they can be psychological, they can be physical, they can be spiritual. Okay. So everybody there, we get inherent human rights then. Right for their live, and we live for their live in a better condition. Mm-hmm. Right for their eat, for their survive. Right for their get basic amenities. So the economy now in the make that business they happen. So for let you take trade, when in the tool where you use for let the economy run. Mm-hmm. So waiting we do pan the buy and sell business, whether it's in goods or in services, now all that they make up the economy. So you talk about the government and the governed. So because laws and administration they now you make we divide and so. So system then they in the world we call economic system. Where you look as to waiting fit you for let you do business. So the question then comes into why we they trade? Or why nations trade? Nations trade because one, they may have a competitive advantage or a comparative advantage or a combination of both, competitive or comparative. It means to say I get this thing where other person not gets, so I can sell them. So if we get one set of people when they no get, other people they no get, it creates an imbalance. And that imbalance they get plenty thing way not good for governance. So today they make sure say the tenets of governance in the governance word itself come into play. It is say participation for all man.
Okay.
All man, whether you reach or you able for buy and sell. Depending on waiting chairman again talk about the market forces, when a demand and supply, they fix the price. So people they will go buy the most expensive rest. The other one they will go buy the cheap rest. But all man go eat rest. So the thing will make all of that they happen now in the economy.
Okay.
Now him. So not a money business no more make the economy. But the enabling environment of security, the enabling environment of availability, the enabling environment for make sure say are able for plants and which plants they grow and are able for sell them. The enabling environment for say people the way they want for do business, or with the open for let other person can join me for the business. Now all of them things then they make up the economy. So again, before I pass over to you, Chair, there are two parts to it. Some people can talk about the monetary side or the fiscal side in terms of economics. So one, they deal with how the money business deal. So if I get 1,000, wait till I go able for buy with the 1,000. You purchasing power. The other side, they talk about the fiscal side. When how you they make all them law and policy here, we go make government or other person where they do business in your side. So you need the money for do the business, but you need the law back for make you able for do the business correctly. Because if we get one set of people when are the normal the benefit, other person the benefits, we know what it mean in the governance system. So that's why we will need an economy we open to participation, with transparency, with openness day and accountability day. So as tenets of governance into the economy.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Konjo, for that fine analysis we don't give. I believe so the persons that put this in, they really try for like understand when you talk about the economy, what you mean, what to adjust the money, as some way they make the money flow, you know, the participation, you talk about the monetary and fiscal policies, you know, how do they monitor this money also, then the policies they also in place for make sure so at least business to go on fine. And you also talk about security and participation, which is very, very important because now only when people participate, business to go on well, you know, and when you get security, the enabling environment, they make business will thrive, and when business thrive, the economy will increase. Chair, make I just bring you coming back briefly. Some of the things that Mr. Konjo talked about, it bring up a lot of things. But one of the things we are want for the people is the participation. Because you know, say, for make the economy grow in any country, you get participation from both sides. And in participating, you also, they expect the people for do something for help government, while as government also need to do something for help because it need for the reciprocate. Because now only when the people do business and able to pay tax and a lot of other things, we're able to improve on the government EU. Money where they get for also we also use again for spend on things that the people need. So like I really want to make it come inside.
Yeah, well, you see, there comes in the political economy aspect.
Okay.
How politics they link with the economy. Definitely, the people are willing to participate, and the government itself willing to create the enabling environment. But the government itself is a victim of the external environment. Okay. Now that means the discourse. Now that means the emphasize on that the mere fact say you get buying and selling within a particular society state is not enough for the people to build themselves out of abject poverty. When you look at the multidimensional, poverty, index, you realize for say, we get poor people. We need for build them people out of poverty. And of course, one of the things that we don't begin to see now it's interesting to do so. For them, I could way they can give to people. But what I mean is say, until we are able to counter the external influence, you will get that syndrome of truck one box, but hand short.
Okay.
You would have encouraged the people to participate. They would have participated just to realize that their hopes have been dampened by the external forces that are very powerful. Well, this is where we are. Now, day with day now, for that we're able to benefit. For us, we're able to benefit from in diamond where they sell, in iron where they sell, in bauxite where they sell, in ginger, etc. For them we benefit, that's important. Not that we don't have them, we get them, but for them we benefit. How for benefit? Now if you say that the equality for come. Okay. You remember in the 70s, there was a quest for the new international economic order. But the northern countries, the richer countries, they gave deaf ears to that. You know? So if I want to say, we're not able to now for we sort of chart that path we go help, you know, Sierra Leone for we come out from that poverty syndrome day. So me, yes, then encourage people to participate. For example, the private sector. We could encourage the private sector to ensure, say, they create the enabling environment. They can help government because government is a businessman. Therefore, the private sector should sort of be strengthened. Nine trade, they do so now, and they strengthen the private sector. But I hope, say, when they don't strengthen them, we don't get all the negative sort of external force. We go sort of squeeze, you know, the private sector here. Okay. And when we talk of private sector, me no see forget private sector from without. I want private sector, an inbuilt one from Sierra Leone, where we strengthen entrepreneurs there, you know, nationally, so that they will able to deliver, you know, to the people themselves with satisfaction. And that will help because it will create employment. And creating employment, it has its political ramification. Well, creating, you know, you have food on the table, and it will help as well to reduce poverty, etc. Now that we look for in the country, rather than having trade, but this trade here is sort of dependent upon the whims and caprices of other, you know, external forces who are able to fit. Okay. But we now as Sierra Leoneans, or we now as Africans, third world countries, we never come together for now form the sort of holistic, sort of something we go able ward off or check, like ECOWAS, you know, like Bank River Union. We could utilize those for that we're able sort of ensure for say the economics of the West African countries, it don't help the political aspect so that they go ward off negative tendencies. Okay. We go sort of bring down conflict. At that aspect they look this whole discussion.
Okay. So so Chia, you did try for like we need for like get away with the trade. I mean the African countries, developing countries, so that I mean in such a way that they not go like depend too much on countries in the West, because if I now say the advantage we then get so much so that they like suppress we and it affects with
Mr. Moderator, I just want to establish one fact. Say we're not gonna know autarkic situation. We're not gonna know situation where one country can live by itself. Autarky. We'll not get them. All man depend by in other company. But how dependent are we on others?
So the level of influence where the West gets is too much. It feels like we need to reduce that.
Of course.
Okay. Thank you very much. And they try to emphasize say government need to empower the people, especially the local.
Definitely.
The local people,
exactly.
Business people, so
exactly.
that they're able for like do them business, grow, and give back to government.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Make I just remind family where they listen to the program, or where they watch this program, say the program where they watch Ncd Hour, where they come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy. Today we look at the primacy of the economy in the governance process of the states, and with me in the studio, our guest, the chairman for the National Commission for Democracy, Dr. Abubakar Hassan Kagbo, and also guest the Director of Trade, now the Ministry of Trade and Industry, Mr. Emmanuel B. Konjo. Mr. Konjo, make I come back to you. You're now the Director of Trade at the Ministry of Trade, and these are the ministry will get the responsibility for like put policies with respect to how they trade in this country, and then they oversee all trading activities in this country. Now, like what Chair been they say that maybe the ministry would like don't try for put something in place for see how much, because when you look at the citizens, or when you look at the people of this country, you find out say we not get much people and poor, and for make them able for like trade, and compete with others, like which are even compete with external investors, you need to get some capital. So like what's really the ministry they do for see how much they able for like improve small on, with people them, so that they're able for do business well and compete with others and also give back to government.
Moderator, for put things into perspective, trade begin when we been get what we call barter system.
Okay.
Where you get gari, me get casada, or I get pepper, I give you, you give me. That trade they not been get measurements, it not been get value. Say we move to a situation where we can get money, cash system, when our money they make commerce take place. Nobody not able for do business by himself. We need other people. So Sierra Leone as a government has signatory to plenty of the protocols, including the World Trade Organization.
Okay.
Waiting them we don't do over the term and over the years is to see how the global trading order, the global economy they change. And when the global economy they change, how we they align we to them. So you get some country them where then they run a free market economy. You get some country where they run a socialist or a communist economy. When a government they run things. You get some country that we get a hybrid. We in Sierra Leone, we get a free market system when the forces of demand and supply, they operate, they fix the price. Having said that, waiting we don't do, or waiting we do. Now we don't come up on that era of globalization. Now we're in the era of what we call localization.
Okay.
So you talk, or Chair mentioned the thing about beneficiation. Government is concerned all over the world about the livelihoods of the people. How far we can take them from poverty to wealth. How will they divide, will they bridge that gap there between the poor and the wealthy. So you get indicators then globally where they say, well, they were below the least developed country, or then they below the poverty line. They were in a middle income countries. So we as a government, we don't set ourselves a target that by 2028, we forget to a middle income status. But that one day get a road where we get for worker. Sierra Leone, like many other African countries, is a commodity-based country. What does that mean? All what we get when we gently and grown it comes, then they in that raw form. Whether it's precious minerals or metals or cash crops or agricultural products and common and The important thing is that not only they fix them price here. Okay. They're fixed by the designers, the Western forces. So you get the futures markets, you get the commodities markets. When are they fix the price? Even they don't get gold, we get gold, but now they tell you waiting you go sell the ounce of gold for the day. But waiting important is waiting governments they do for create the enabling environment for let the ease of business take place. One, it is about creating that atmosphere of security. Okay. That you within yourself. You had to call say, I go Kailan, I go buy me palmine or me cocoa or me coffee are able for seller. Two, now for put the laws and the regulations in place, or the policies, where they make you able for do business in that atmosphere of security and ease. Three, now for provide the foreign exchange or create their avenue for let foreign exchange then they. All of it here now they make up the the economy. So we talk about private sector. Who done a private sector? Because of recent histories in the past, we've been getting state-owned enterprises. President Kabak, blessed memory, came and set up the National Commission for Privatization. Because we realized that the state-owned enterprises, they're not being managed them properly, and they were not functional or meeting what people be, or the public they expect. So we say, let we unbundle, let we open up for let private people that come in. Some of them, we see turn around with private sector, then they do. Private sector, they create jobs. They bring revenue through taxation to the economy or to the government. We get two kinds. We get the corporate end of the private sector, where mostly now foreign direct investment the way they come, or investors. And then we get the small and medium enterprises, where mostly now domestic people in Sierra Leone, and they into that. And now we can bokupa with people then. All with petty trader there, with small people, they are all in the SME bracket.
Okay.
How do we move them from an informal sector to the formal? So you know who side and waiting and they do. So you go back to the monetary side, as I mentioned, where we talk now about what we call financial inclusion. Up till now, we get 7 million people in this country. We have probably close to 1 million account holders. So how do we get people to get more bank accounts and save? If you look at the proportion, just do the maths and the arithmetic. If the world works for 24 hours and we only operate for 5 hours, how do we compete? How do we get the economy to move? It is good to talk about the external forces, the outside forces. But we at the Ministry of Trade and by extension government, they take an inward look.
Okay.
So some economic policies where you get like we align with foreign policy. When an international corporation, we've moved from the non-aligned status to an international corporation. Oh, they say, we do business with all man. Once you business, so you want to do a genuine. We are open for business. That's now in the make with people they're able to come. You could notice that governments don't pass the local content policy, the local content act, the SMEDA policy, the SMEDA act. All of them here are for strengthening the participation or domestic participation of young people there. For let we take charge and responsibility of the economy. If not so, the economy not able to move and the governance system would be challenged. Because you will continue to have people that are poor. 7 out of 10 Sierra Leoneans know they get $1 a day. How do you change that face? We balance of trade deficit as at 2019 now minus $740 million. We they import $400 million food into the country. 200 million goes to rice. But with the plant less. With the grow less now. How many people are gainfully employed in the agricultural sector? When are all renting and they make the economy. So if governance for team up and get strength, for let everybody able for no say, this nine we for do for commot. Nine are the governance from poor for get better left.
Yeah, so Mr. Conjo, now like our make we now focus on what's really the government they try for do, at least for address the situations in them.
Now I don't mention to you so government first and foremost therefore put the laws and the regulations in place. Now the number one thing for enabling environment. Now we get a lot of like local content to give you example. The policy and the law. We say preference should be given to Sierra Leonean owned businesses and Sierra Leoneans in employment. So other person they can take we work then we are. So we people that want you economically or gainfully employed. The money where they pay you, however small it, you're able for manage your life, not to so. It brings dignity to you. It brings self-esteem to you. We not been the look after with small business system. Government decide for put a local the Small and Medium Enterprise Agency Act.
Okay.
We set up an agency for look after small businesses. Government decide for say, law we do with consumer protection law. For me and you two when a consumer, let nobody not take advantage for we, then we get a law. So all of them here are the policies and the regulations and the law that we government will put in place. Added to that, government with the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank decide say, well, we know so we people let get challenge for access finance, whether not the big enterprise or the big company. Let we they do weekly auction of foreign exchange. In the world today, in economics term, not to government in work, but government things saying us we get for help. And we are doing that as a government. Government also decides say, on small and medium enterprise people there, then they get challenged for get access to loan. Because when you go take loan at the conventional or commercial banks, it ranges from between 28 and 35%. It's too high. So now we make her at a single digit rate. So governments, they set up and establish what we call the Munafa Fund. Okay. You could see in other sectors of tourism, waiting governments put for all the people that will be affected by COVID in the tourism sector. Waiting and do through NAXA for the cash transfer to vulnerable groups of people. All the man and they will get that money, then get money. Waiting and go do, then go buy to them. The one way they sell gets. So the economy they run, the engine, it's oiled and it move. So once that they happen, everybody live peacefully. Everybody live in an atmosphere of calm and harmony. Now that's the economy they do to the governance system. And now that government don't do.
Thank you very much and for that comprehensive analysis. Let's just reiterate that's how you talk about where you say governments they try to put a project together for let's give loan to small businesses or SMEs. We are in they will give with an interest of something like with a 1 digit interest rates, you know. I want to make you elaborate on that. The project don't start when it starts, then what's it really what's in the project will look like? Because the problem again is you know within the country we have sometimes you know when there's a government something people like you just will say when you access it's like you need to even go back and do what you're supposed to do. People then get it because we get for like talk on that because the people then get a responsibility for being honest enough and make sure say when you take a loan from government, don't take it because now government you know for like reciprocate appropriately. I think say like what's really that project there about? You call them the Munafa, right?
So this not only the first time where government don't they give people money.
Okay.
But waiting different about this one is that a mechanism has been established.
Okay.
The time that we will do a mechanism not been there. This time we spent time for look how so waiting we've been they do wrong today. And now for correct time. So over several months with international consultants and nationwide consultations, we don't set up the National Microcredit Finance Scheme and it gets an operational manual. Not all governments they give the money to person. You know they come to Mr. Conjo and trade will give you money. Okay. Not to say they work. We work through the established system where we get. We get microfinance institutions then at this country, not to so. We get banks then at this country, not to so. Now then your expertise then they for give people money and collect them back. So this fund where government set up, not to 1 year.
Okay.
Now over a period of 4 years. So not to one-off.
Okay.
Government decide for put 100 billion aside for help with small businesses. Then one, like I mentioned, is about livelihoods.
Okay.
We want to let people their livelihood improve. Let people their livelihood be sustained. The one the way they sell them water right now, na small business. The one where they make ear, where they barb, na small business. The one we get in saloon, we may employ 2 or 3 people. We don't want to let things gang up and then close. That unemployment the way they create na burden for government. So government step in. So this fund for this year na 22 billion government they give through the Ministry of Finance.
Okay.
That 22 billion they will be issued out to applicants of microfinance institutions or commercial banks where they can apply for take this money for go manage and for government. So we pass on the risk and liability to them.
So in this case,
so now them
directly
not
the financial institutions.
Our government money, but we give the sabi people we sabi give loan for give the loan.
So it will be well managed.
So it will be well managed because the idea is It is for it to be a revolving fund. But let family know say this step, we focus on woman them.
Okay.
Now, woman owned business, we not say on a given, but we primary focus now for take we woman them out of poverty. Because research don't show we say, one, now them boku pass demand in this country.
Okay.
If we not address them, then a problem. Number two, 60% of household income in this country now woman and they bring and come.
Okay.
Waiting on them in 5 o'clock morning. Ilekwe coffee other day so go na dofko to that you see. Go Mabela other you see. And we have realized also from research that when you give woman and man money, whether they pay the debt, no man. More often women pay than men pay. So all of them thing and they make sure say with the point and the way they. It not be to say with the discriminate to, but we just say now woman them boku pass man. Let me give them a slightly better preference than men. So once that money they come back, and so we they turn them back. And this we they say to people they all. Freetown not to salon. We get 60 districts. It is for every Sierra Leonean. As long as you're Sierra Leonean, you have an established business, you register your business. Apply to the one that we will tell you say for apply.
Okay.
And all you will get. Politics not there inside this. This is about you, we get your business, you serious for the business, your business register, and you will get by this month. And it will continue for the next 4 years by God in power.
It will continue for the next 4 years. It starts already, or when exactly they start?
So it will start very soon. We will wait for His Excellency the President for launch am.
Okay.
By God power when himself launch am, and then all the processes are done.
Okay.
All things done.
Okay.
We just wait for roller out. In fact, some of the outside of that fund they do capacity building through the SMIDA. 200 women then just benefit from training on financial management, on records keeping, the basic business development services. All right. So are you for open accounts? If you know be a gay account, what you for do? So one of the things we would see in the next coming months, an increased number of account holders.
Okay.
So people and they go put money in their bank. Will they tell them waiting for do how for keep records? Not to you had no more your business for day. Or put and down. So plenty of them, where we don't the interface with and where they see the enthusiasm, the zest, the energy, the creativity where them people here get. Some ideas the way we don't see. So this is not just a subset of that particular one day. But we also focus on what we call the agribusiness sector. Agriculture, if government don't say, look, we go for agriculture, what will they do? We all sign in processing. We take it from the farm gate. We do farmer and agriculture don't plant. We take them from the farm gate to the next level. So I'm pleased for say that 25 of them small and medium enterprises here, they receive grants through a World Bank project where we get. One of them or two of them waiting and they do sweet potato, and then turn flour, where then they make bread. You go bean color today, and that bread the all man they eat. You go market today, and that bread the all man they eat. We have taken over 6 of them in poultry. And they package the chicken now, you go to the supermarket, you see them. We get honey, one day we dey into honey, and several other products there. If we harness the opportunities we get as a country, the advantages the way we get, the economy will grow. So we are moving now to developing our light manufacturing sector. We will take it to the industrialization level where we want to go.
Okay.
Lagos gets, before I finish, Lagos gets 22 million people.
Okay.
22. Sierra Leone gets 7 million people. Every day in Lagos, a Nigerian eats Gary. It's market for us to our ECOWAS.
Okay.
And that's what we talk about.
Thank you very much, Mr. Konjo. Chia, we turn on bit speed. Just 30 seconds. Which advice with the people?
No, well,
just 30 seconds.
The people actually for be genuine. All what the government do so now for help the people for create better livelihood them. But you when they give the money, you make sure say you hold that money there, you book it and fine, and you pay back government, because government they give this money back to other people them. Now a revolving fund, so that it go become it go be more, they go get a multiplier effect. So we not go say because through the bank self you lost, you get the money you lost. No, because we don't prove say the economy is very vital. And what the government do also now, government they show say the economy now the basis for the superstructure. And we hope say una the people them, una self go cooperate for make sure say what the government they do will be complementary.
Thank you very much, Chap. That is the chairman from the National Commission for Democracy. Now, so they can close the program, but make I just remind family say the program we've been listening to now Ncd Hour will become courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy, and today we will look at the importance of the economy in the governance process of the state. Which means the studio have been getting the Director of Trade and the Minister of Trade, Mr. Emmanuel B. Conjo. We don't really try for analyze and explain what's in the ministry do, for at least upgrade the economic system of the country. And I will also get to be the chairman for the National Commission for Democracy, Dr. Abubakar Hassan Kagbo. We will bring the program to you, Mina Ibrahim Siraju. But till we meet again, make sure say you follow the advice we then give and be patriotic. Whatever you get from government, all and make you so that others themselves will benefit from it. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Na National Commission